You know right, assassinate. Airport and Timaya. Moja nananum shegu edigu on my yeah.
Mimo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so mesre mesanso akabiom se me voice no nti me ya me yare pan nya asem ketwa but ni nemu no ejuma na yesi ebe ye endra right unse finance minister ni here nim say obekwa ko account for COVID and other questions are MPs ebisa no ye be report ye say one kwa ema abamba gbembu befuye oman henemu na bebo ni chi say ase wo dwane no. So yesterday was the day he finally went to parliament to account over the COVID issues. No krani nyame nimni. Embra walk parliament no to me because I was really feeling very terrible into na me dampem. Na ende na me ka so okay menya honden kakra no so that me the breakdown abremo. So today I'll bring you breakdown of ensemu esisi ensem ni bia me so say Ghana e was say ask questions tintino and ye besua de na onim say me nso de e ya na asemba sa na e ya na me kofa de ya kanetete na ye de akompe ende ensem so that ye hu ne say hwan na wo kan no kware ana hwan no wo twantro na finance minister eba be kasaye no o kan sem bi so, and I'll show you right here so that you see say finance minister and the president Akufo-Addo why will try and draw. Now, this is what the finance minister said, right? Finance minister Woni Endra Asemwa Wakano, and you are reading here from Joy News. My share up articles no because the scene say finance minister and president Akufo-Addo eka say we are what all these websites or more say one more the transcript
Melodies TV on YouTube.
It be na person will be now person will read ya obetumi akwa read the transcript no awe hu nsemo finance minister ne kai. So that's what I'm doing here. It's finance minister the transcript in nsemo awokan about COVID no any. Now, as the finance minister Ofori Atta has announced that a total of 12.04 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Munshan in Somame. Finance minister ne say Ghana ye isu 12.04 billion cedis. 12.04 billion Ghana cedis on COVID. That's what he said yesterday, right? I say a total of 12.04 billion Ghana cedis has been expended so far on COVID-19. According to figures put out by the finance minister in his address to Parliament on Wednesday, June 22nd, an amount of 11.16 billion was allocated to expenditures related to COVID-19. However, government ended up spending 8.12 billion by the end of 2020. Inti COVID no expenses no for the years and a womo aye into support to the households. Budget and the amount we used and then into or account for 2020 and for 2021. Bibia into total finance minister catching and say Ghana sika ye yusu ye on COVID-19 no Ghana sika ye yusu ye no any 12.036 billion but around the offer be 12.04 internal worker say 12.04 no she figure nen so mame finance minister say COVID ye yusu 12.04 billion Ghana cedis or COVID. So now let's go to earlier in the year, right? March Munyamukaya President Akufo-Addo nanke was say wababe addressing the nation embra ye nimu but it delayed Emma Yebeka Wansem San said at time and Obabe addressing nation. So he addressed the nation in March, just the third month in the year. And President Akufo-Addo addressing the nation also accounted for COVID. Sika ye yusu. Now, listen to what President Akufo-Addo said, and this is the transcript of President Akufo-Addo in some of our parliament. In all, data from the Ministry of Finance tells us that an amount of 17.7 billion or 4.6% of GDP has been spent in containing the pandemic since 2020. This is the president of the land. On only Kasayano, or try and say Ghana, you spending 17.7 billion on coronavirus. And also Finance Minister Ebe Kasa Endrano, Finance Minister Eka and say Ghana, you spending 12 billion It's here for into 5 billion now can I find. Who are we to believe? Because president is supposed to be someone that Yebeka said, Ghana siken nano, ono ni ediasha ninsa, and ono so appointed finance minister. Say finance minister no, enya akunta mano. Finance minister na ba beka and say, you spending 12 billion. President is so catch in the data. About 3 months ago, say coronavirus no, you spending 17 billion. So who is telling us the truth? When the air can the who should we believe? Is it the finance minister or the president? And you see, Nankebia a 17.3 and maybe I am the finance minister and reports no or can say well maybe 12.04 and a president so can say 12.041 and a 12.042 and I can no it is understandable because I mean we are dealing with decimals and those points after the decimal, even though we are talking about billions, no, those points after the decimal, no, some of them you have to run it off into no, and no, but this is very, very significant. This is a difference of 5 billion Ghana cedis. Because the finance minister has reported, said 12 billion. This is it. I'm showing you the data. That is why I'm showing you on your screen so you see. This is what the finance minister said. 12.036 billion. This is what he has posted. Expenditure on COVID. This is what he has posted. 12.03 billion.
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Say, Sikaya spending on COVID. 17.7 billion. Ebi obi beka say, oh, ebia President Akufo-Addo dia work no a match and a finance minister dia work, but you see that one even doesn't make sense because finance minister they are working no can say Sika is spending in 2020 and 2021 and that was the same thing Akufo-Addo also said because our person can say Akufo-Addo reporter war reporting it was in March in Ebia no it was from 2020 2021 and then Ebia 2022 March naturally say Akufo-Addo person say in 3 months no they spent 5 billion. Now, so in 2021, in 2022, now COVID no. Sorry, in 2020 and 2021, now COVID no. And no crown those 2 years no, almost spending 12 billion. And in just 3 months, almost spending 5 billion. I say, yeah, now resist our analysis now. It will not make sense. So, Osha, President Akufo-Addo, because the time you account, if you understand these financial statements and these addresses, the time they address or the time they account for any address is after the year. If we are in 2022, Akufo-Addo cannot come and address our financial situation in 2022. Why? It is a mid-year review, but he can't really address that. Why? Because year end year, in Tisika yebe yusuni nano, and we are to me mbambe accounting. Atiasiye. It's normally, share finance minister and statement I will make here. The previous year na end year no, and no one send the account. It's the President Akufo-Addo the previous year end year will catch say in 2020 and 2021. President Akufo-Addo Deni or say we spent 17.7 billion. Finance minister also say we spent 12 billion.
Melodies TV on
5
YouTube.
billion, no fine. Who is telling us the truth? Who is lying? 5 billion are fine. 5 billion Ghana cedis. Where? Akosho obi pocketana. Akwa obi pocketana. What's going on? And then echo. And you see, and Osha President Akufo-Addo, he even gave a percentage to the GDP. I will not say 4.6% of the GDP. Not to say he believed in his analysis and believes that was the right figure. So why would the finance minister come and tell us the thing is 12? So where is the 5 billion? Where is the 5 billion? Yeah, besides President Akufo-Addo and the finance minister, no. The 5 billion, no, any any. This is it. This is the figure. This is the figure. 12.036 billion. And Akufo-Addo's figure is this. 17.7 billion Ghana cedis. So 5 billion because 17.7. Oh yeah, in fact, the number before the decimal on the can, even though it is significant because we are talking in terms of billion. Into billion na 0.1 and no, hundreds of millions, no, what you say. I hope you understand what's going on. If you are talking about billions, and then, the points about, even though in mass, no, a point, decimal points sometimes are not really that significant, but we are talking about billions here. So any number that comes after the decimal point is in hundreds of million. Once you are talking about billion, what you say, it's another hundreds of million. If you can 17.7 no, what's 12.07 over 5 billion, close to maybe 5.6 billion. But the emphasis decimal ne crown to baby 17, not 12 frame 5 billion. Into 5 billion I find 5 billion I find, and this is the reason why we need to audit the COVID-19 expenses. This is the reason why I was a year auditing COVID-19 expenses near who can baby alpha. And you see, it's sad. It is very, very sad. Say, as a country, all these people, send Americano, finance minister, the vice president, the president himself, ngrophobia, omwa ye jumache, omwa ko school edu enim. Aside school now, omwa ko edu enim no. They run institutions. The finance minister is the co-founder of one of the biggest one of the best investment banks in the country, Data Bank. It's a no finance minister, but so I try say the Data Bank, ebia manager, our Data Bank or be accounting for funds. Na manager no aba be accounting. Na sebe 5 billion. Manager na ba be account you no records are wokita no 17.7 billion. Na manager na ba be can say oh sika na 12 billion na. Ono finance minister na person tell me say we be fan the trust akeke. On call for investigations, on call for auditing. That's what the finance minister is telling us. Because these are people who go school do a tree. They understand numeracy. They have a good sense of numeracy and they have a good sense of financial calculations, right? They understand, they know the implications of things like this. So why would they allow themselves to do this? Because when about Miansu figure were having his speech earlier in the year now, it was also totally different. So then COVID-19 baako ayesika ayesi ye yusu. Adia no ye kan wa utie me usika wo yusu in a month now calculate here. Obviously, it is one figure because one who you see, so you know the figure you are talking about. The man say, and I bind here, na koha, na baha, ni ehun the war kind of creno. So who should we believe now? The president or the finance minister? And our finance minister there, only the person trying say from on the end 12 billion. Now so presidents no 5 billion gahon better than 17 billion and so what are they telling us? So there's a need. Now Mate say the Speaker of Parliament has ordered a probe into the issue, and I'll bring you that story later. But this is serious, and we need to probe and audit this. 5 billion Ghana cedis. Hey, Masa, won't tell me your comment box no me that say.